I have Jess back with me because we did this great session about destination marketing. Thank you again for that, for sharing all your knowledge. But you mentioned all these examples. You mentioned FemTrips and events and documentaries and market surveys. And we spoke after it later, and you basically said like FemTrips are so underrated.
Yeah.
You even wrote an article on it.
I did actually, yeah. We could put the link actually in the description of the video for you guys to check out.
Yeah, good idea. We'll do that.
Yeah, good. They are underrated, totally undervalued. They're an amazing marketing tool. I think also because they're new. People are unsure really, are they results driven? Is it really something that people should invest in?
Because let's go back, let's circle back to the beginning. I'm assuming everybody knows what we're talking about, but let's see what is a FemTrip, right?
Yeah, so, a FamTrip is short for a familiarisation trip. And it's basically an organised educational trip in which you will take clients and potentially provide them with enough information that they could either sell what they're seeing to potential clients or market it and promote it online for you.
I agree, it's totally invaluable. Because you got this first-hand experience. Now, I remember one of my first FemTrip, and you've done, as I told you in the last video, Jessica's got a long background in tourism and etc. But I remember the first FemTrip, we went to Steniel Cay, and then one of the brokers said I always tell my clients to go here, but I've never been here. And now that I've been here, I realize which table they should actually take, what's the best spot, so I can better advise them. And that's also what your experience is,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. We did so many familiarisation trips because in order to really sell something and to customers to invest, loyalty into you and knowing that you know your product, there's nothing like doing it yourself firsthand. The tips and tricks you will pick up to be able to pass on is nothing that you can do from any market research or any research that you do.
Exactly. And would you say it would be it costs a lot of money doing a FemTrip. It sounds like it costs a lot of money.
The benefits are going to outweigh your costs easily.
Well, we did, I recall, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago?
Why don't you give us some examples? You've done quite a lot of FemTrips, actually.
Numbers man here. Now, I remember that, we did FemTrip. I'm not going to give the actual cost, but let's say we took 20 brokers down to a destination. They paid for the flights, everything else was covered. Showed them all the hidden gems. I think within 6 months, there were up to 4.5 million US dollars in charter bookings. If you look at that an average vessel brings 30 to 50,000 US dollars a week to the local economy, it was a no-brainer, right?
Absolute no-brainer, yeah. You're gaining not only potential sales, but also on the marketing front. You're promoting yourselves to maybe other regions that, hadn't heard about you, hadn't considered you, and then spreading the message once they go home, whether that be a FamTrip with brokers, a FamTrip with captains, whatever industry and whatever target you want to aim for, it's absolutely invaluable, like we've said.
Exactly, because and also it's all the knowledge, and because you get a group of people there. But that's not where it stops, right?
No,
it's
of course not.
What are they going to do afterwards?
Yeah.
They'll tell all their colleagues, they tell everybody they work with.
Absolutely.
So the spread is immense.
Yeah, and also FamTrips do provide also networking opportunity.
Yeah.
They always allow for a bit of downtime, so all of those, let's say brokers in FamTrip as an example, they probably don't know each other. So being able to share different experiences and qualities and things that they've lived is obviously hugely beneficial, not only for the destination, but also for them amongst themselves, people attending. And
it's a fair point because it's actually true. Yeah. Because it's what they say as well. They like to be. It's sharing. It's being amongst each other. So there's great benefits to them. Is there anything specific? Is what I would like to say is we know a lot of FemTrips happen we get invited to a vessel and we get to know the vessel and that vessel is in a destination, which is really nice. I think we look at FemTrips slightly different. We look at it as exploring the destination. Is there we did some research amongst brokers, right, about that?
We did, yes. So
what are the destinations that they're yearning to go to? They believe have to.
I think there's top 2, isn't there? We've got, I think, the US as a big potential, and then the next would be the Pacific. Brokers have given us so much feedback about potential FamTrips in the Pacific, because that's actually something we haven't ventured out to, but are very very much looking forward to.
Like talking New Zealand, we're talking
Yeah.
Australia, we're talking Tahiti, Fiji.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Asia, there's quite a few who told me like this whole Thailand region, like especially going to, what's that, the Suez Canal, because a lot of boats go there, and then that region
massively,
behind there.
massively.
And we talked about them like Adriatic, don't forget the Adriatic.
The Adriatic is something we talked about very recently, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the opportunities are endless. Really, we could do a fam trip pretty much anywhere and everywhere. Better said. So yeah, I think that's a good summary of what fam trips are. We'd love for you to read the article.
And what do they do if they want to book a fam trip?
Contact us. We're more than happy to go ahead.
Fantastic. So there's several ways to do this. You either book a fam trip with us, or we build something out. We know what we want. We got the context. We got the leads. Let us know. Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome.
Amazing. And see you soon for the next episode.
Take care.